Hi everyone, this is Mickey Adams in College Station, Texas. I'm a dealer and a representative for Mullen pedal steel guitars out of Seabrook, Colorado. I'd like to thank you for joining me. Like many of you, I have a C6 neck that had been sitting in front of me for about 20 years before I actually started to make progress on it. But over the last couple of years, with a lot of help from Buck Reed, I've actually made an awful lot of progress, and I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to equate things or relate things to my E9 neck. And I'm sure you'll do the same thing, but for those of you who don't play C6, having faux C6 voicings is a really cool thing to have on your E9 guitar. And this morning I was listening to this song Cherokee Maiden, and I sat down and started working out some voicings, and this is what I've come up with. I will probably regret posting this video 2 weeks from now after I've spent a little bit more time with it, but I think I've got some pretty valid ideas, and maybe not that innovative for some of you, but let's take a look at the melody line for Cherokee Maiden. If you'll go to, since you're on YouTube, go to the search pane and search for Cherokee Maiden Asleep at the Wheel. You can get a little better idea of how the melody line works. Let's listen to the intro with single notes. That Indian thing. And then so let's get that far, but we're going to use actually some chord forms and pivoting like this. That's a little bit fuller, right? So let's look at this D6/B minor, which are basically the same chord. D6 and B minor 7th are basically the same chords, and we can find them by omitting strings 2 and 9 in both of these inversions. A and B pedals at 5 or E's lowered at 3. Again, omitting strings 2 and 9. Let's listen to the A and B pedal. That's at position 5, now with the E's lowered at position 3. So this is basically what we're working around. This is our first phrase. I have my thumb and my index finger on strings 5 and 6, simultaneously striking string number 1. And then string number 4. Now strings 5, 6, and 8. And then we're going to raise the A pedal. We're going to move into position 3 with our E's lowered. We're going to play 5 and 8, then 6, 7, and 6 and 10. Next time we're going to be placing basically the same thing. And we're going to move from the D6 into an F sharp 7. Now, I wish I had some open strings or one other lever that would lower my E string a whole step so I could get this dominant 7th. I can actually get it with 3, 4, and 5 in position number 2, with string number 2 lowered a half step. So the D6 are all here, and the F sharp 7 is here. Now the only lever that I'm using here is actually the lowering of string number 2. So the dominant 7th falls on string number 2. So the melody line is now this F sharp is formed by using the A pedal and raising our E's in position 5. So we can easily move from the A and B pedals, B minor 7th or D6, into the F, and we have the 7th on pedal A. can also pivot the E. Or this is the E's lowered again. This is 4, 5, and 7. That's a nice phrase. Now the next time we do this phrase, we're going to move from the E into the A. Now this is going to be a large pivot. With the E's lowered at position number 5, string number 8, we're going to have in the bottom, we're going to have string 8, neutralize it, raise it, strike 7, then 6, B pedal, flat 5, and release flat 5. So on the bottom we have, we're going to use string number 5 as our pivot, rather our bass, and then string number 8, 7, and 6, and then 5 as our pivot. So I'm sure you can hear that move, E walking up to A, and then walking through the diminished moves into the 1 chord. So here's where we're going. So let's back up to this move. Ringing in an A chord. The 9th string gives us the dominant 7. If you want to add some bass tone to it, that's a bit too much, but this works fine. We're now going to use the D6 here at 5 with our A and B pedals, and with our E's lowered at 3. This is an E7 with the E's lowered and the B pedal engaged at position 5. This is where we're moving from the 1 chord to the 2 chord. This descending 6 run is all D or D6. At position 5 with the A and B pedals engaged, strings 4, 5, and 7 are lowered a whole step. They're then dampened and the E's lowered slide back and forth. Back up to here, and then the melody line takes us to string number 1. Or you can find your own melody lines here in the E7. Again, E's lowered and B pedal engaged at position 5. Now this A major move. As you can hear, we're walking from the A up to A7, and then we're playing a very common phrase on the turn, which is 1 chord, 1 sharp diminished, 2 minor, 5 with a dominant 7. Let's look at the A major walk first. With my thumb and middle finger, I have strings 6 and 8 at 5. Now with my index and middle finger and the B pedal on 6 and 7, I have this major third, or this third interval, which I'm going to slide up. It would be the same as 6 and 8, and then 5 and 6 at 3. But I'm going to move up here to an A chord and an A7, so as opposed to going backwards, I think I want to use some larger strings and move this way. So it would be 6 and 8, 6 and 7 with a B pedal, up to position 7. Now from here, the B pedal, I'm going to move to the E's lowered, 5, 6, and 8, 1/2 step up. Six and 8 with E's lowered, A, B, and E's lowered at 10. Now for the 4-chord move in the 1 sharp diminished 2 minor 5. Position number 10, 5, 6, and 8. Raise the E's. Now release the E and engage the B pedal, same group, 5, 6, and 8. Now lower the E's with the B pedal, so it's here's the same move at position 5. This is 5, 6, and 8, the A and B pedals. Move down a 1/2 step, raise your E's for your plus chord, your diminished chord. Okay. Down a 1/2 step to position number 3 with the A pedal for the E minor. Back up to position 4 with the A, B, and E's raised. Either back to D here at 3 with the E's lowered, or with the A and B pedal at position number 5. Okay, now let's look at this move. What we're doing here is moving from A, just like the intro, then playing this melody line again, or now from here we're going to go to a B minor using the B and C pedals at position 5, 4, 5, and 6. Release the B and C pedals and move to B flat. Now, D major to B7. This is 5, 4, 5, and 7 with the A and B pedals at 5. Now, B major, no pedals, no levers. 4, 5, and 6, and lower string 2, a half step. 4, 5, and 6, 2, 5, 6, and 9. So we have got that far. Now this is position number 8, E's lowered, 5, 6, and 8. Now we're going to reverse from the E's lowered to the A pedal, and we're also going to change groups to 5, 7, and 9. And release the pedal. So, right here. Let's move back to the B. This is with string number 2 lowered. 4, 5, and 6. String 2, 5, 6, and 9. E's lowered at 8. Strings 5, 6, and 8. Release the E's and pivot to the A pedal. This is 5, 7, and 9. And this is actually a G minor. So we have G minor here, and then the A pedal, 5, 6, and 8 at 6. And from this A pedal, we're going to move to an A7. So we have 6, 8, and 10 with the A pedal, and then 5, 6, and 9 with no pedals at 5. Now, here's the next move. It's going to be D, C, B, E, A, D. That's D. And here's what we're going to do to it. Let's see. First, we're going to move from D to C. So this is the A and B pedals at 5, 5, 6, and 8. Move up to a C7, 5, 6, and 9 at 8. No pedals, no levers. Now this is going to be probably the most complicated move in the piece. Come back to position number 6 and engage the A and B pedals and raise your E's. From here we're going to reverse to lowered E's and just the lowered E's actually with the A and B pedals. Now 5, 6, and 9 with just the A pedal. Back to D6. That's not food for thought. Nothing is. I hope it didn't go too fast for you. And if you guys have any questions, y'all please give me a call. And 2 weeks later, 2 weeks after today, I'll take it down and see what kind of improvements I've made on it. But as always, guys, I really appreciate you tuning into my my channel here and all your support. And this is Mickey and College Station. I'll see you right back here with your pedal steel.